Target locked. Prepare to exterminate the floor. Silhouettes in strobe light bleed. Rhythms laced with violent need. Smoke and skill in stereo. This rave's condemned. It's time to go. Gunshots pound the grid. Laser screeches where sound hid. Mid-range screams and filters snap. This ain't a party, it's a trap. Snare roll slice like blades of glass. Each bar a threat, each beat will smash. You didn't come to dance or pray. You came to burn, this rave awaits. Execution mode. Armed. 5, 4, 3. Voltage spikes in circuitry. Amp hazard, feel the energy. Bass ignites with sudden blast. Power surges built to last. Electric waves distort the air. Bassline hits with lethal flare. Feel the shock inside your veins. Amp hazard breaks the chains. Never lost me, I'll synthwave. Charging now, the depths alive. Has an up to an amplify. Hold on tight, the drums on cue. Amp hazards coming through. Amp hazard, overload the sound. Bass and synths, shaking ground. Heavy lows and cutting highs. Amp hazard electrifies. Voltage blast and power lines. Bass wave crackling through the signs. Feel the shock, feel the burn. Amp hazard makes you turn. Amp hazard makes the system crash. With bass and lights, beyond to blast. Power surges built to last. Unleash the power, flood the floor. Bassline hits with lethal floor. No escape from sonic force. Amp hazard runs its course. Power rising, no control. Amp hazard takes its toll. Feel the surge, feel the quake. Amp hazard wide awake. Amp hazard, overload the sound. Bass and synths, shaking ground. Heavy lows and cutting highs. Amp hazard electrifies. Voltage blast and power lines. Bass wave crackling through the signs. Feel the shock, feel the burn. Amp hazard makes you turn. voltage blasting power lines. Bass wave crackling through the signs. Feel the shock, feel the burn. Haphazard makes you turn. All fades, hazard clear. Amp hazard disappears. Deep rumbling bass, trickle synth, robotic voltage. Initiate reactor, powering up. Bass system online. Core ignition breaking through. Baseline sharp like a plasma cube. Electric pulses system prime. Feel the overload in every rhyme. Circuit breakers start to spark. Shaking dance floors after dark. Energy surges, no retreat. Bass reactor X breaks the heat. Charging volts, ready to detonate. Bass explosion about to create. Hold on tight, it's almost time. Reactor dropping heavy lines. Heavy lines, heavy lines, heavy lines, heavy lines, heavy lines, heavy lines, heavy lines. Bass reactor X, shaking the core. Sonic boom that breaks the floor. Power surge, feel the shock. Bass so heavy it won't stop. Crushing lows and cutting highs. Bass reactor X electrifies. Feel the heat, feel the drive. Bass reactor X, come alive. Bass of digital storms in cyberspace. Baselines raising a furious chase. Chemical heart pounding fast. Bass reactor X built to last. Wave collide, vibrations roar. Every drop hits like before. No holding back, unleash the sound. Bass reactor X shakes the ground. Full reactors hum a rising tide. Bass and rhythm and amplify. Feel the power inside your chest. Bass reactor X never rests. Bass reactor X shaking the core. Sonic boom that breaks the floor. Power surge, feel the shock. Bass so heavy it won't stop. Crushing lows and cutting highs. Bass reactor X electrifies. Feel the heat, feel the drive. Bass reactor X, come alive. Bass reactor offline. Power drained. Till the next surge. Remain trained. Reactor offline. Power drained. Until the next surge. Remain trained. Sizing bass run with clicking digital texture. Spinning and initiating bass quake protocol. Warning, bass quake levels through. Bass hits hot like tectonic plates. Shaking cities, breaking gates. Protocol engaged, no turning back. Bass quake unleashed, ready to attack. Hail electric waves, distort the air. Some frequencies everywhere. Feel the tremor in your chest. Bass quake protocol at its best. Charging out, the ground will shake. Bass quake blast is on the make. Hold your breath, brace the sound. Protocols, bass will shake the ground. Bass quake protocol rupture the core. Seismic bass you can't ignore. Heavy lows and cutting highs. Bass quake shaking all the skies. Bass drops hit like earthquakes, splitting ground and no breaks. Feel the power, feel the pulse. Bass quake protocol takes full control. Full control, full control, full control, full control, full control, full control, full control. Takes full control. Full control, full control, full control, full control, full control, full control. Bass quake protocol takes full control. Bass collide and sonic storm. Bass quake raging far from your mechanical and raw design. Bass quake protocol redefines. Energy flows through every beat. Bass quake rhythm can't be beat. No escape from shaking ground. Bass quake protocol pounds the ground. storm shakes the midnight skies. Feel the force lay raw. Certified substorm breaks the floor.
Bass jumps hit like molten steel, cold melters making speakers squeals up frequencies, shaking bones. Heavy bass that breaks the zone. Distorted waves and thunder rolls. Power basses swallow souls. Feel the heat, the shaking ground. Cold melter X bounds around. Charging up the moment's near. Bass distortion loud and clear. Hold on tight, the drops about. Cold melter X shakes the crowd. Cold melter X, break the cones. Bass that crushes, shakes the zones. Heavy lows and razor highs. Bass so deep and vaporize. Shatter speakers melt the floor. Bass is all you can't ignore. Feel the power, feel the flex. Cold melter X wrecks the decks. Ripping bass lines tearing through. Bass wave forces break on cue. Mechanical and raw delight. Cold melter X owns the night. Underground and overdrive. Bass so fierce it's still alive. Every drop a sonic blast. Cold melter X is built to last. Bass waves crash, no escape. Cold melter X reshapes the landscape. Hold on tight, the drops about. Cold melter X shakes the crowd. Cold melter, break the cones. Bass that crushes, shakes the zones. Heavy lows and razor highs. Bass so deep and vaporize. Shatter speakers melt the floor. Bass is all you can't ignore. Feel the power, feel the flex. Cold melter X wrecks the decks. Cold melter X powering down. Speakers shattered. Silence, crowd. Cold melter X, break the cones. Bass that crushes, shakes the zones. Heavy lows and razor highs. Bass so deep it vaporizes. Shatter speakers melt the floor. Bass assault you can't ignore. Feel the power, feel the flex. Cold melter X wrecks the decks. Cold melter X, powering down. Speakers shattered. Silence, crowd.
Waking on more than distorted binary beats. Subtle reverb builds with the vocal glitch. System correct. Lighter blades, synths glitching in and out. Build up. Rising white noise with mechanical clinks. Bass pulses in sync with rising synth tension. Phonic voice, counting down crash code. Frequency initiated. Dropping one. Distorted 808 hit slam through. Bassline is warped and crunchy with circuit breaking facts. Syncopated trundles with laser zaps and digital feedback. Sound slowed down into heavy sub-bass level. Pitch shifted effects and reversed synths. Distant silence and aerotronics. Even more chaotic, aggressive modulation and glitch breaks. Rhythmic digital stutters like packet loss in the sound system. Crash, sequence, execute. Ingain bassline. Pitches fade into silence and final system error voice. Shut down complete. Light up. Injecting packet access granted. Use trust synthesis. Feel it clicks. As in modem tossed and blue splitting it. Cuffing up Cleveland samples, email click C. Injecting packet access granted. Use trust simple plus it fills and mid-bass drops. Motion textures singing and upload acceleration. Rising of courage leads beats, pairs and weeds. Rising of pros leads, intricacy. Rising of frequency, firewall breach in 3, 2, 1. Guys in the live, no safe zone, can't survive. Data bites like a plasma claw. Baseline cut through system law. Overflows with zero chill. Code gets crushed by never kill. Binary fire, overload burns. Backdoor breach, now it's your turn. Step bumps, per-step, per-step patterns. Cheating bun, base steps. Angular vocal top space. Angular back arms, no sap. Consequentize, set, process. Upper memory stack compromised. Compromise. Overclock slam, no second guess. Every second feed off max. Base strips deep through neural code. No escape from data mode. The core, now you feel that sting. Search so loud it clips your wings. Waveform straight can't take up pain. Baseline loops through your brain. Sound arena kick, no second guess. Server cooldown, reverse pitch paths. Binary rain, like digital drizzle. Robotic breathing effects. Soft-spoken female AI. Calling protocols insufficient. Vernal panic. Put through the breaker. Signal crush. Bridge shaker. Each drop of the track. They crush the code in some. Push the over the top. Final go to the cut. Shut down. Down. Exhale. Loss. Clicking. Static window errors. Window errors. System corrupted. Data surge. Complete. Complete. For you've crushed impulses. Data search. Instinct on base steps. Narrow kill. Codate. Control breeds. Strawberry fire. Overload burns. Backdoor breach. Now it's your turn. Data search. Code breaker. Signal crush. Critch. Bit shaker. Reverse pitched pads. Reverse pitched pads. Server cooldown. Reverse pitched pads. Pads. Binary rain, like digital drizzle. Robotic breathing effects. Waveform shred, can't debug pain. Baseline loops through your brain. Sound effects. Baba bass slides. Distorted reverse pitch. Paths. Stored a kit armed, no second guess. Every drop's like a DDoS mess. Base rips deep through neural code. No escape from data mode. At the core, now you feel that sting. Search aloud, it clips. Distorted glitch effects. Static and low digital hull. System failure detected. Initiate digital collapse protocol. Fragments fall in pixel dust. Digital world starts to rust. Baseline breaks the data stream. Collapsing code, breaking dreams. Static cracks and circuits fry. Electric shadows crawl and die. Feel the chaos in the beats. Digital collapse repeats. Systems breaking close to crash. Base and synth collide and smash. Hold on tight, the drops and bound. Digital collapse shakes the ground. Digital collapse shakes the ground. Digital collapse. Shatter the core. Glitch and bass you can't ignore. Heavy lows and fractured highs. Digital chaos in your eyes. Level waves and broken beats. Collapse brings you to your feet. Feel the glitch, feel the fall. Digital collapse breaks all. Digital collapse repeats. Data falls, systems fail. Digital collapse unveils. Feel the pulse, feel the break. Digital chaos wide awake. Digital collapse. Systems breaking close to crash. Bass and synth collide and smash. Hold on tight, the drops and bound. Digital collapse shakes the ground. Digital collapse shakes the ground. Digital collapse repeats.
close to crash. Bass and synth collide and smash. Hold on tight, the drops and bound. Digital collapse shakes the ground. Systems breaking close to crash. Bass and synth collide and smash. Hold on tight, the drops and bound. Digital collapse rakes the ground. Digital collapse repeats. Systems breaking close to crash. Bass and synth collide and smash. Hold on tight, the drops and bound. Digital collapse shakes the ground. Digital collapse shatter the core. Glitching bass you can't ignore. Heavy lows and fractured highs. Digital chaos in your eyes. Bubble waves and broken beats. Collapse brings you to your feet. Feel the glitch, feel the fall. Digital collapse breaks all. Digital collapse repeats. Systems down, code erased. Digital collapse displaced. Feel the glitch, feel the breaks, feel the break, feel the breaks, feel the breaks, feel the fall. Breaks all. Digital collapse breaks all.
Distorted rearrangings, digital alarms, low sub-rumble. Incoming transmission, 8 gigahertz, frequency war. Weapons, sub-bass, distortion, phase destruction. Prepare for impact.
Bass cannons locked and lit. Sonic waves about to hit. Every hertz a sharpened blade. Sound designed to invade. Tremor starts at 40 hertz. Feel it pulse, it's gonna hurt. Air breaks down, systems fry. This is war, no place to hide. Place to hide, place to hide, place to hide. Frequency climbing, minds erasing. Wavelengths crash with no replacing. Hold your ground, the drop draws near. This war is waged inside your ears.
Hertz, frequency war.
Bass like a cyclone. Mid-range laser slice the air. Lumps explode, sound warfare. Feels unlocked at 55. Feel the kick, you won't survive from 2 years up to underground. Earth war shakes the battleground. Distorted drones lead through the dust. Feedback loops, engines combust. Neuro leads like venom sting. Every drop a violent swing. That's the pulse gone past the way. Basslines crawl inside your head. From low to high it tears apart. This war of sound hits the heart. Compression locked, EQ's gone blind. We weaponize the kick and grind. Nothing pure, all distorted. The final wave unreported.
Hertz, frequency war.
Bass like a cyclone. Mid-range laser slice the air. Lumps explode, sound warfare. Flapping out the core. This is what the bass is for. Sonic weapons beat on floor. Welcome to the frequency war.
Transmission ends. No survivors. Only echo. Only echo. Hertz, frequency war. Sub, bass like a sonic claw. Mid-range laser slice the air. Lobs explode, sound warfare.
Kill zone locked at 55. Feel the kick, you won't survive. From 2 years up to underground. Hertz war shakes the battleground. 2 years up to underground. Hertz war shakes the battleground. War shakes the battleground. Distorted drops through the dust. Feedback loops, engines combust. Neuro leads like venom sting. Every drop a violent swing. Decibels past the red. Basslines crawl inside your head. From low to high it tears apart. This war of sound hits the heart. Cleansing through the dust. Feedback loops, engines combust. Neuro leads like venom sting. Every drop a violent swing. Decibels past the red. Basslines crawl inside your head. From low to high it tears
all destroyed. The final wave, unreported. Some low to heart. Input and autumn effects. Detuned digital bell books. Sparks trap hats with delay. Oblique stabs begin echoing rhythmically. Valve overrun. This taste. Being a shake meltdown protocol. Weeds are made of mangled vocal synth. Gucci feels and snare rush. Robotic countdown. Smooth index dirt. Syntax glitch and I read through code. Baseline heavy like an overload. No safe zone, no firewall, just webs and war. I breach the war should spread. Drop so raw it'll fry your head. Lo-fi scream in a high-tech pit. Every line I spit's a data hit. Layered bass crowd reverb tails. Heart manipulates, regular synth arcs. Vocal trash is poor, echo chamber. Memory leaking. Can't recompile, can't escape. Reverse add, levitate. Digital digital bell flux. Down sampled ambient flux. I'll code burner. I fry your cash like extra sleeves. Syntax melts my will feet. Can't trace this, I warp the map. My bass got teeth, yours just slaps. Trapped in loops, your system breaks. Every kick like a seismic quake. Cyber melt, I bring the storm. This expression's not a bug, it's form. Drop elements, glitch burst at the end of every bar. Triplet hi-hat chaos, vocal rhythm layered with machine static. Some bass pen with auto-warping effects. Root code rewrite. Pentatonics twisted, baseline lifted. Circuits frying, system dying. Rhythm rave code deep cut made for up. Input, error, output, terror. Sound effects, white noise crash. Downshifting pitch drop. Robotic yell, destroy all formats. Signal lost, signal lost. Syntax distort, remember death. We evolve. Filtered chord, echo, state speed, slow down effects. Ends with single sharp click. Silence. Into silence. Echoes. Fade speed, slow down effects. Ends with single sharp click into silence. Unsettling contrast. Frequency sync. It's deeper than sound. Easy energy, pure and raw. Deep sub-search begins, rising like power overload. Gated hacks and glitch risers increase tension. Overexpress at 0 point. Overexpress at 0 point. Baseline tap the void direct. Distort the law, rewrite the tech. No light down here, no breath to waste. We move and wait, no time to place. Darkest code, this sound is running, cracked in the shell of space and time. It's so hard it flips the grid. 0 point base, now watch it rip. Like it's breathing in and out. brigade. No top, no low, just force the shade. Zero blood base, break the state. A prospect back and filter tails. Percussion built from samples, servo motors. Echoes pan rapidly like collapsing black hole sounds. Final fill, 30-second, no bass. Tabs with granular shatter. No return. Insane hyperspace is true. From the source where it bends your roots, we drop the floor. Erase the skies, 0 point hits, no ask why.